Yeah, today is one of those. Today we're gonna be talking about The Crow, and oh man, this movie. I feel so conflicted because I loved The Crow. The Crow is like the movie that we all grew up on. Even a lot of people, just because they didn't watch The Crow, like if someone mentions The Crow, it becomes such a hard conversation. Everybody knows The Crow. The Crow is like, it's a cult classic. Everyone knows it, and this is, it's disappointing, man. Like that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, let's get into it. This film is not a remake. It's very much a retelling of the whole Crow mythos. It's I think they went back to the source material. That's why there's more like blood and guts and violence, more violence than the first Crow. But uh, this movie feels on many levels. Like they introduced the couple. They introduced Eric Draven and his love interest. I even forgot her name. Who? Yeah, I forgot her name because at when this by the time this movie like was ending, I was like, oh please, I was just hoping it would just wrap things up, like wrap it up, the whole meme, and yeah, let me they introduced the couple. They that takes up like what 35 minutes of the whole movie. Um yeah, they escape some rehab because someone's trying to kill her, and this guy jeopardizes this whole thing over some girl he just met. And yeah, they like that's actually that even that whole 30-minute thing where they try to build like that. It's a very good idea. That is a good idea. Like on paper, it sounds like it should work, but it doesn't because they don't. It feels like this thing happens over a weekend, 2 days. It doesn't even. I don't feel like it happens over a long enough time for us to actually feel like this guy had to go through what he goes through in order to become the Crow. Like he was done so wrong over someone he just met. Like, yeah. Anyway, that first half an hour, it goes by and it's like okay, and you start to wonder when is this whole thing gonna happen, and it happens so randomly, man. Like they get warned that danger is coming, but the danger is already there, and like it felt like a setup, but it didn't. That's my other problem with this movie is like it feels like a lot of this movie was edited out. Like lots of scenes were edited out to make it a shorter movie to have a shorter runtime. Because I feel like this movie should actually been like 2 hours. Like it feels like there's a lot of missing pieces in it. Okay, and then let me just get back to the whole review. And then yeah, they get killed after they go out and party. One of the whole party montages is something that they've been doing. Like it doesn't really feel like love. It just feels like two people having sex and doing drugs and all that. But it doesn't really feel like a love connection was really being made. They could have done that better as well. And yeah, they get killed, and that's where more like you realize that this is really a retelling of the whole story in terms of the guy goes to, I don't know what that is. It just looks like some abandoned old train station warehouse where lots of crows are, just like before the place before you go to hell. And they're like, nah, man, they did you wrong, dog. Go get your leg back. You know what I'm saying? Go get your back, man. And then the, he does that, but like, he go, man, this movie. Okay, I'm trying to keep composed. This he goes and to fight the people. First person he goes to is I'm trying to remember who did he even go to. That's my other problem with this movie. Like even the bad guys, they're not very, you know, they're not very. There's not much character to them. There's not like someone you really can, an antagonist. There is one main antagonist. Danny Houston does a great job, but like even he is, kind of bogged down by all the terrible things that happen in this movie, and yeah, he goes after them, and then it's not like, again, it's not like the first Crow movie. Um, this guy feels every bullet, every knife, every pain, and he has to go through all of that, and it's he's not like embracing the Crow character, and it's not like he's actually achieving any kills. He's like trying to investigate and only kills the people out of necessity. Like, it's not like he's really going after the bad guys per se. More like, trying to find out why they did what they did and they killed him, which is not really the revenge. It kind of, the themes get muddled very much in this movie. And yeah, he goes and he kills a whole lot of people. And only at the end does he embrace the whole Crow moniker, which is, I don't know, man. Because compared to the first film, 15 minutes in, you knew that was the Crow. In this movie, 1 hour, 15 minutes in, you're like, oh, finally, there's the Crow. What we've been waiting for. And by the time it gets there, there's only like a couple minutes left before the movie ends. And even that ending, oh my god. That ending was so unsatisfying, man. It was terrible. Actually, I was really giving this movie a chance, but in hindsight, and the more I think about it, this is really just a bad movie, man. Yeah, they could have done better, and I wish they did. But if you wanna watch something else, watch the original Crow, man. That movie was a cult classic. And if you want to watch a better revenge film, watch Death Sentence. That was good. Anyway, that was just me. Peace out. Movies, I mean, I'm gonna make more better videos. I'm just getting my setup right, but yeah. Thanks, and like and subscribe, people.